together.
You don't need to remind me that.
I'm reminding you because you're acting like we came here together.
Of the shit that you're seeing here, I was the first person they moved to. And I was like, no.
Who can solve a problem like Onyeka? Well, okay. So Onyeka's matter long, right? Onyeka's matter is long. First off, let's start with that spanking of bomb that happened between her and Sooj. So while they were in the kitchen area and Onyeka was busy saying how she enjoys her single life, that peace of mind won't wound her, and all of that, saying that she doesn't really care what the other girls think, even when, they feel insecure in their relationships because of her. Basically, that's what she was saying. Then, I think she was eating from Suji's noodles. Then Suji was like telling her to stop eating that she's been eating too much from his noodles, basically. And then she mouthed it. She said, "Spank me." You probably would not have heard it, but thanks to Big Brother's official page on Instagram, you can go check it out. She actually mouthed that he should spank her. Now, this is Sooj that is in a relationship with Nelly. Now, Sooj spanked her, right? And I'm like, what? Also, this is the same Onyeka, during the night that her sister, of course, was drunk and she was vomiting. And Ben asked her to come help him check on the sister. And she was like, she's an adult. I saw that play out in the kitchen. She was in the kitchen and she was like, she's an adult. Why would she go to take care of her? What's she supposed to do and all that? I'm like, that's your sister. And that even caused an issue between her and Ben. I don't really know the specifics, but I know it had something to do with taking care of Chizoba. Ben was like, she's your sister. I've done the one I can do. And she's saying, Onyeka is saying that Ben disrespected her because of Chizoba. So basically that caused the rift. Now back to Onyeka and her, I don't know what to call it, her flirting ways. Ozzy talked to her, telling her that you cannot be saying you don't know why these girls, according to you, these girls, don't like you and see you as a threat. You cannot, act aloof. You cannot act as if you do not know or you're oblivious to what is happening, because you actually get yourself in those positions. Coming from the whole Wani situation, you all know what had happened between Wani, Sean, and Onyeka, how Wani was like, you know what, she doesn't like the closeness, it's too much. And Ozzy was like, coming from Wani's end, Wani is your friend. So you can't be playing dumb that you don't know what, you're doing. You do it. Yes, it might not always be your fault, but it's there. You do it. Also knowing the fact that Wani is your friend. And now, this is the same Onyeka that was telling Ozzy this time around that she doesn't want to be in a triangle, that Ozzy is forcing her to be in a triangle with himself and Victoria. She goes ahead to narrate scenarios where, Victoria thinks that Onyeka is looking at Ozzy and she runs to Ozzy. She talked about how Victoria has been close marking Ozzy and all of that. That at the end of the day, that Ozzy should talk to Victoria and set boundaries so that she would not be in a triangle. And I'm confused. Honestly, I'm confused because on one end, this is Onyeka telling everybody that cares to listen that the other girls in the relationship, that is Anita, yes, she did talk about Anita yesterday, she talked about Nelly, Wani, and the rest of them that are in a relationship, see her as a threat because their men like being around her, right? But she is still the one having an issue with Ozzy's closeness with Victoria. In fact, yesterday, Victoria actually did reveal to us that she came back again the second time to ask her about her relationship with Ozzy. Now, I am confused. Why won't I be? Because how can you claim that you are so single, you are a bad bee, right? And you are so free to do whatever you want, getting so close with other guys in relationships in that house, and you are doing whatever with them, asking them to spank your ass and all of that, but you're still pressed that another girl is being close with a guy that you are also close marking. Make that make sense. So if those girls have any reason to, say they don't want that closeness with you, do you not see that it's the same thing you are doing with Victoria and Ozzy? Like, make it make sense. Like, I keep watching Onyeka this week and she keeps giving me reason to believe that she's that girl. I want to believe that it's a game To be very honest, guys, I really want to believe that it's a game, and I don't want to feel like this is how she is, because she's giving me that vibes of that girl that will know that you're in a relationship with a guy and still will go behind you to be cooking for the guy and visiting the guy behind your back. I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting from her this week. And I like her, to be very honest. And I really don't want her to be that girl. But then again, we understand it's a game. So if it's a game, I think she should be comfortable with the fact that Ozzy is spending lots of time with Victoria. And Victoria, baby girl, does not want to leave Ozzy anytime soon. She's enjoying whatever it is that Ozzy is giving her. So at the end of the day, I feel like if she feels like it's okay to let other guys in the house spank her ass, give her a very tight hug, she shouldn't be pressed, that Victoria, according to her, is close marking Ozzy, because as long as we know, Ozzy is as single as they come. Abby, that's my own verdict on this whole matter. Now from that, we go over to another fight that happened between Nelly and Sooj. Yes, guys. So what had happened? After the party, we noticed there was a distance between the both of them. We noticed Anita trying to talk to Sooj. Now, later on in the head of house lounge, we got to hear what exactly is the problem. So Nelly felt like she was being neglected by Sooj, all night during the party, and Sooj was dancing up with other girls in a very suggestive manner, and Sooj could not really understand why she was acting the way she was acting. Now, to make matters worse, while they were going back and forth, Sooj made a statement that kind of, even me, it threw me off. He said, I don't know why you're acting like we came here together. We came here alone. I just want to remind you of that. And I'm like, what? That's what you tell a person you are locking lips with in the house? Like, have these guys got no game? They should go learn from Tofa, because what's that? What's that? But I also feel like at some point that fight was kind of hot, let me not lie. That part where he was like, sit down, and she sat down, and in my head I'm like, okay, hey dramas who? Telenovelas who? I mean, it was kind of hot, but I mean, Sooj at some point he lose guard with that thing that he said. But later on, they did settle their fight. So guys, like I told you guys, it was a night of craziness. Like, I tried my best to summarize everything that went down last night. Let me know your thoughts on everything we've talked about in this video in the comment section. But on that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell whenever I post any new feed. See yo. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Izzy Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.